Hi all, in this video we'll discuss about managing project schedules across teams with delivery plans. Delivery plans is an extension by Microsoft, so it's part of Azure DevOps. So what is a delivery plan? A delivery plan is basically a visualization of the work schedule uh, of different teams across iterations. So it basically provides an overview of the work planned by different teams and their deliverables spread across multiple iterations or sprints. Delivery plans enables transparency across teams and helps the management to take decisions based on the you can say the dependency between the team's deliverables and even sometimes based on the schedule slippages. So when multiple teams are working together, for a common goal or for a product, uh, the teams may be working in their own sprint cycle, for developing the features of the module. But when we talk about a product, these features may be dependent on each other, and delivery about a particular feature or a module, has a impact on the other teams' features. Hence, delivery plan helps us in understanding the dependency between the teams and understanding the work schedule and when and what features will be available so that the other teams can also plan accordingly. So let us look into what is delivery plan, how to configure it, and uh, how to use it and make decisions. All the steps for this demo are referred from the Azure DevOps lab documentation, and the project we are going to create with predefined work items and all the stuff will be done using Azure DevOps demo generator. So let me show you first these two pages, then we'll get into the task of defining the project, then creating all the teams and iterations and the delivery plan. So this is Azure DevOps demo generator tool. So using this, I'm going to create a new team project, and all the steps are referred from this Azure DevOps Labs, a document, and particularly this lab managing project schedules across teams with delivery plans. So basically, we'll go through all these steps in the video, and show you how a delivery plan helps in making decisions. So the first prerequisite is like to create a team project using Azure DevOps demo generator. Let's create the team project called delivery plan example using the demo generator tool. Let me sign into the tool and let me choose the template. So it's going to be Parts Unlimited, and let me choose the organization, and let me give the team project name, and I'll just click on the create project button here, and the demo generator tool starts provisioning the team project for me with all the predefined items like work items, uh, repo, pipeline, my Azure board, styling. All those things will be created by the tool. So you can see that the project is created, a couple of teams are created. Now it is creating the the column sim lanes and the other styles thing for the Azure boards. Now that the team project is created, uh, let me click on navigate to project and go to the newly created team project. So this is my team project. So we have completed the task of creating a team project. Let's see what is the next task. So the next task is basically installing the delivery plans extension. We have to go to the Visual Studio Marketplace and install the extension. And after installing the extension, we'll go and create the delivery plan and explore the features of the delivery plans. I'll click on Browse Marketplace. Yeah, so this is the you can say Visual Studio Marketplace. uh, you can find the extensions for Visual Studio ID, Visual Studio Code, Azure DevOps. So here I'll search for delivery plans. Yeah, so you can see the first one here. Let me click on that. And so this extension is provided by Microsoft. Let me click on this, get it free. So I'm basically going to install this extension to my organization. Yeah, so this is the organization. Let me click on install now. Yeah, it's done. So let me click on proceed to the organization. Then this is the team project we created, delivery plan example. Let me click on that. And if I go to the Azure boards, I can see the plans here. So currently it's empty. So now let's create a new plan and I can give it a name. Web delivery, and I can choose to add teams. So let me select features here. I can see the all the three backlog items: epics, features, and backlog. So let me select the features, and I can add the multiple teams, and even I can add the field criteria. So let me click on create. Yes, so we have the delivery plan created, and I can see that we have this a calendar view where I can see multiple sprints running, and uh, the based on the the team project I created and based on the sprint cycle. uh, so this is a marker and for today, and it gives that information here. So we have a lot of work items, but basically all are in done state. So let me say that display only the work items which are in new state or in progress. I don't want to see all the items which are in done state. So for that, I have to click on this configure plan settings, the gear icon here. Let me click on that. I can go to field criteria and add new criteria and select for state and say not equal to done. And now you can see all the work items which were in done state are not visible in the plan. So we can use this slider to kind of zoom in and zoom out. Okay, and if we have multiple teams, we can scroll up and down, and even we can filter the work items based on certain keywords. So before that, let me add a marker. So I'll again go to the configure settings, then click on marker, and here I can add a new marker. Basically, markers helps us to define key events in a calendar. It can be a feature release or a product launch, or it can be organization or team specific events, like it can be a team offsite or a annual event, anything which should be required to be highlighted in the plan. So we can use marker and make an entry here. So let me say team offsite, and I can say on 14th August, and I can even change the color of that. So let me say this color. So you can see that here the new marker is added. I can click on that and it gives the information. So we have done with this task. So let's see what is the next task. The next task is about creating a new team and a couple of iterations. This is basically, we want to see how the delivery plan works with multiple teams and across different iterations. Okay, so let's create a new team called external integration team, and two iterations called iteration 50 and 51, and assign these iterations to this external integration team. Let's switch back to the Azure DevOps environment. Let me go to project settings, go to teams and create a new team. The team name will be external integration team. Yeah, so let me just click on create. So we have created the new team. Now let's go and create iterations for this. So I'll go for the project configuration, and here I will create the two new iterations. So basically the idea is like, in the delivery plan we have the scheduled for one of the team, and this is a new team, and this new team may follow a different sprint cycle or iterations, right? So in that case, how uh, you know it will be, the delivery plan helps us to visualize the things and show the dependencies and how to take actions based on the uh, whatever we see the data. So now let's create, like, let's say we are in sprint 2 now. Let's create a one more sprint for this external team, uh, which will be like kind of working parallelly with the delivery plan team. So I'm going to create a iteration 50. Starts with the same date. Let's say the iteration uh, ends on 31st July. Similarly, let's create iteration 51 and the date from where the iteration 50 left. So we can start with 1st August, and yeah, maybe we can say 22nd August. So we have created two iterations. Now let's go to team configuration and assign these two iterations to the team we created. So external integration team, let's go to the iterations, then select 50 and 51. Yeah, so this was the task, uh, to create a new team and create iterations which exist parallelly to the existing, the the team one's iterations, and associate these two iterations to the external integration team. So let's see what is the next task. Yeah, so the next task is basically add the external integration team also to the delivery plans and create couple of work items for this team in these two iterations, iteration 50 and 51, and then see how the plan looks, if there are any changes to be done, or if the default team, the delivery plan team, kind of have to adjust their deliverables based on the external integration team, how these things work. So let's explore and check. Now let's go to the delivery plans. Now let me add the other team. I'll click on configure plan settings, then go to teams and add the other team, that is external integration team, and again select features. Yeah, so this is added and its associated iterations are also visible here. Yeah, so let me create a work item in this iteration. So the feature title would be integrate with weather service. So this is done. Let me create one more work item for iteration 51, and I will say that integrate corporate branding assets as a feature. So this is my delivery plan, and you can you know scroll left and right and see the entire calendar view, uh, and even scroll up and down based on the number of work items, and this slider will help us to zoom in and out. Okay, so now if you observe uh, in sprint 1, okay, so now let's say uh, here it says that as a marketeer I want to use the corporate branding assets and all the stuff. And if I see for the external integration team in iteration 51, we have this integrate branding assets. So the feature will be kind of done in iteration 51 by this team external integration, and this feature which is there in the delivery plan uh, example team, which is internal team, this feature is dependent on the integrate corporate branding structure. So I can say, yeah, so now first this has to be completed, okay, then the other team can work on this. This is where it helps us to understand the dependencies. So now the best option would be kind of work on this integrate corporate branding asset feature in iteration 50 and push this to the next iteration. Okay, and yeah, I know, I mean it's sprint 1, but let's assume it is in the current sprint, and this we will do it in sprint 3. So that way once the integrate corporate branding website is sorry assets is done, then we can pick up this feature. Fine, so let's do that. I'm going to drag and drop, and I'll say the weather service can be done in the iteration 51, and this feature I'm going to move to sprint 3. So now once the integrate corporate branding assets is done, okay, the feature in sprint 3, can work, can pick it up, whatever is the assets, and work on it. So this way we can easily understand the dependencies and reschedule the deliverables uh, based on the dependencies, and collaborate between the teams. So this was the delivery plans feature. If I go to the labs, so we are in the end stage where we see the you know the item movements. Okay, from, you can see that from sprint 1 to sprint 3, and this will get uh, exchanged, right? So this was about the delivery plans feature. So yeah, so some of the things, like you can easily collapse or expand, and easily traverse and zoom in and zoom out. So these are the few features available. Let me show you one more example about delivery plans. Let me go to my another project called Space Game. Okay, here also I have a delivery plans. Yeah, so this has two teams called Space Game Web Team and Space Game Engine Team, and there are different markers. So, like there is a Inspire event going on, so Inspire event starts and Inspire event ends. So this is basically to give an indication that some of the team members may not be available. They may be attending the events, and then there is a annual event, and we have a DB release thing going on 17th August. So few you know milestones or highlights we can display using markers. Now if you observe here, so we have this a backlog called integrate with beta db, and here also we have this push beta db. So now let's assume this work item, or this product backlog is dependent on this, and if you see the delivery date of it is kind of uh, overlapping of this sprint 3, right? So now what we can do is, one, yeah, maybe we can say that we want to do this before in the sprint 5, or we can push this feature, the product backlog, to the next sprint. Okay, yes, we may have now some bandwidth left that can be utilized to fix the bugs. So I can drag and drop here. So with this, now what happens, the push beta db will be completed on 17th August, and on 19th August we'll have this integrate with beta db backlog to be worked on. So that way we can easily manage the deliverables, and have a transparency and a collaboration between the teams. So this was about the delivery plans. Thank you for watching this video.